Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
What is going on, Just the Bet Slips family? It's Professor Parlay coming to you all with our show today for Just the Bet Slips. Look, I know we were hoping to have multiple people here, more from the panel, but you just got me again today. We have some poolside bets, but I don't think we have a video, or he was hoping to pop in. I know he's going to the Cardinals game tonight. Fun fact, the Cardinals are 9-1 with him in the stadium, so maybe you want to bet the Cardinals money line. But that's a freebie, just throwing out there. But I will go ahead and just jump right into the disclaimer, which is the thing that keeps us from getting to. So, number one, we're not professional gamblers. This show is for fun entertainment purposes only. Number two, please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. Do not gamble more than you can afford, and only bet what you can afford to lose. And lastly, gambling can be addictive, so please seek help if you need it. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Again, we're not professional gamblers. We do research, and we try to give you the best bets possible. We bet everything we put on the show, so we're trying to win just as much as we're trying to give you winners. Number two, please gamble responsibly. Set a limit. Stay within that limit. You will be just fine. And don't gamble more than you can afford to lose. And then gambling can be addictive. So if you do find yourself needing help, call 1-800-GAMBLER. They will get you the help you need. We are not affiliated or sponsored by any specific sports book, but as always, we are sponsored by Nevin Eyewear. Never odd or even as Nevin. They are polarized. These are my MLB long points right here, and these are the two I have by me. These are my Roscoe Jams right here. They're polarized, and if you lose them, damage them, scratch them, need them replaced, they're stolen, whatever, you fill out an online claim form, they'll replace them for free. If you go to our link on our X, our link tree in our X, you click on our link, you'll get 30% off one pair, or buy one, get two free. If you're going to buy a prescription pair, use the 30% off, you'll get a bigger discount. Or if you're just getting a regular pair, use the buy one, get two free. Either way, it's a great deal, and you're going to also get free shipping on anything $50 or more, so you're going to get free shipping on either one of these deals. What's going on next to you? But that is Nevin, our main sponsor. And again, if you're interested in some sunglasses for the summer, make sure you click our link. Let them know we sent you. You'll get those discounts, and you'll get your three. If you use the buy one get two free, you'll get 3 pair for under $90. You can't really beat that. Right around $30 a pair, and they are polarized. So many different shades, styles, so much frames. They have all kinds of stuff, and like I said, they do also do prescriptions. So if you're looking for those, they have those as well. We are not affiliated or sponsored by our sportsbook. However, we are affiliated with Playvo, which is like a sportsbook. They're formerly known as Player Profit. Essentially, the way their Playvo works is you go on there, you buy a package ranging from $30 all the way up to $500. You use the code JTBS, you'll get 10% off regardless of which package you buy or how many packages you buy. If you buy that $30 package, you will get a $1,000 bankroll. And essentially the way it works is you have to complete 2 challenge systems. The first challenge is to get to 10% profit before 10% losses. If you are able to complete challenge 1, you move on to challenge 2, in which case you have to get to 15% profit before 10% losses. If you complete that challenge, you move on to the funded stage where you can cash out up to 70% of your profit up to that point going forward. There's also a blitz package, which is just a 1 challenge system instead of 2. It is the same price, $30 to $500, depending on what bankroll you want. But the way that one works is you have to get to 25% profit before 10% losses. If you complete that 1 challenge, then you move on to the funded stage where you can cash out profit at that point. Either way, it's a good way to try to turn a small amount of money into a large amount of money. If you make good like single bets like this, or you do best bets every day, it's a good way to try to run up a bankroll for not a lot of money. If you're looking for the best bet of the day, I am going with Chris Sale under 7.5 strikeouts at -125, boosted to -114 with my 10% boost. Look, I know Chris Sale's a decent strikeout guy, and I'm a Braves fan, but like 8 just feels too high. Anytime it gets 8 and it's against a team who's not the Reds or the Angels or the Pirates, I get a little worried. And he's also only hit 8 strikeouts in 2 of his last 8 games. The Mets are somewhere in the middle of the road, averaging 8.4 strikeouts per game, but that's per 9 innings. But the Mets batting average versus Chris Sale is 327 lifetime. Like the Mets seem to hit Sale pretty good. They're one of the few teams that do. I'm very worried about 8 straight. 6 or 7 feels really safe, but 8 feels like a lot of strikeouts for Chris Sale against the Mets. So I'm going to go with under, and we've also hit this in 4 of the last 5 and 3 straight. We've hit our best bet, so we're hoping to get this when it'll put us on the green officially, and it'll also be 4 wins in a row, 5 of the last 6. So we're really hoping to get the best bet today. Again, we're taking Chris Sale under. And let's see, moving on, we have Poolside Pat did send me a marquee matchup to give you all today. He likes Christian Scott and Chris Sale. Again, these are for 6 strikeouts. I don't mind 6 strikeouts for Sale. It's just the 8th that I'm not a fan of. But Christian Scott I want to talk about first. Because, I mean, on the surface, you worry about this because the Braves are not a huge strikeout team. But if you look at Scott's recent pitching, he went 6 strikeouts, 7 strikeouts, 5 strikeouts, 7 strikeouts, 6 strikeouts, 6 strikeouts. So he hit this in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of his last 6. One of those teams was the Braves, which he struck out 7 times on July 3rd. So I don't mind this actually at all. Chris Sale, on the other hand, versus for 6 strikeouts is at he had 11, 6 in his last 2 starts, but then he had 5 and 3. Then 10 and 7 and 6 and 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of his last 8. So he's 6 strikeouts he's been okay with. Against the Mets, though, his last time he pitched against them, he only had 3. That's another thing I worry about. But he's usually around the 6 strikeouts as long as he's got his strikeout pitch. And he's getting this at +140. So I really don't mind this one. I think this is probably the only slate on the day that you could probably take for 2 pitchers for 6 strikeouts. So I understand why he did it. So that is the marquee matchup. Yes. Thankfully, we hit the strikeout parlay, both strikeout parlays yesterday. I hit the main one and then the last call, and I hit the best bet yesterday. So it was an okay day yesterday, but yeah, we definitely need to hit a bigger parlay today. My long ball today is Jose Ramirez at +250. Jose Ramirez is 12 for 31 with 3 home runs, 5 extra base hits, and 10 RBIs. Versus pitcher today, the wind's blowing out against Brady Singer. Brady Singer has allowed 21 home runs this year, which is top 15 in baseball for pitchers allowing home runs. The wind's blowing out, and he's got a 1.207 OPS, which versus Singer, which is wild. He's very, very good against Singer. I know he's only at 10 home runs this year. Part of that's because he was hurt for a while. But I think he gets a home run today at +250. And then Poolside Pat is doing Jordan Walker. He's going to be in the stadium, so he's really rooting for his guy to get it done at +340. I did write down, since he's not here, some stats for him. Jordan Walker is very limited versus Matthew Boyd, but he is 2 for 3 with 1 home run versus Boyd. So he does at least have a home run and 3 at-bats versus him. So at 340, why not? But we got Jose Ramirez at +250, Jordan Walker at +340. Those are the long balls for today. Moving on to the 750 Club. Look, there's only 2 names on this 750 Club, and I know I'm swinging for the fences with Cam Slittler here. But Cam Slittler, 10+ strikeouts. He's got two of these 2 games where he's gone 10+ strikeouts in the last 8 games. I know it's not a lot, but look. He's going against a White Sox team that is the 5th worst in baseball. They average somewhere around 9.5 strikeouts per 9 innings. And, if you look at the 2 teams that he got the 10+ strikeouts against, it was 2 teams that were in the bottom 5 in strikeouts per 9, and the White Sox are in the bottom 5 in strikeouts per 9. So I'm taking a risk going 10 strikeouts for him, and I think that he can get it done against this White Sox team. Then we got Dustin May for 6+ strikeouts, not nearly as much of a risk. He's at this 6+ in 3 of his last 4. He's going against the Cubs, who average around 8.63 strikeouts per 9 innings. They are in the bottom 10 in baseball in strikeouts per 9 inning. So I think Dustin May can get the 6 strikeouts. So if Cam Schlittler gets to 10, I think we got a good chance of hitting this. And there's 2 legs, and it's plus 782. So I really was really trying to get one of these on the board. So if we can get that Schlittler to 10 Ks, I think we've got a really good chance of hitting this today. And this is a team that he could do that against today. So we're taking a little bit of a risk, but it could pay off big for us in the end. Moving on to my tabletop. Again, you're going to see these 2 guys, but a lot more scaled down. I've got Cam Schlittler at 7+ strikeouts. I talked about he only had 10+ in 2 of his last 8, but he got 7+ in 6 of his last 8. Again, the White Sox are 5th worst in baseball, averaging 8.5 strikeouts per 9 innings. Dustin May dropped him down to 5. He's hit 5+ strikeouts in 8 of his last 10, going against the bottom 10 team in the Cubs when it comes to strikeouts per 9 innings. And then Joey Cantillo, 5+ strikeouts. He's going against the Reds, who are the 3rd worst in baseball, averaging almost 9.5 strikeouts per 9 innings. And he's hit 5+ in 5 of his last 7. Got this at plus 215. Then for my parlay, I'm going back to a hit runs RBIs parlay. I got Freddie Freeman, 2+ hits runs RBIs. He's on a 7-game hitting streak with 19 hits runs and RBIs over those 7 games. He has never faced this pitcher today, so it's a fresh matchup for both of them. But I think Freddie Freeman can keep his hot streak going and get a hit, not going to run, score a run, whatever it takes. 2+ hits runs RBIs. Then I'm going to go Ben Rice, 2+ hits runs RBIs. He only has 6 at-bats versus Martin, but he is 2 for 6 with a home run and 4 RBIs in those 6 at-bats versus Martin. So he has good history against Martin. He's also hit 2+ hits runs RBIs in 2 of his last 3 games. So I really like him to get the 2+ hits runs RBIs. Got it at plus 201. And then again, the best bet of the day was Chris Sale under 7.5 strikeouts at minus 125 with a boost to minus 114. Poolside Pat, you're going to see it's just his 2 bets we already showed you, is the marquee matchup, which is Christian Scott and Chris Sale at 6+ strikeouts each at plus 140. Then Jordan Walker to hit a home run at plus 340. It was a quick show. That is it for the tabletops today. I'm going to do a quick recap of everything, anybody who just came in real quick, since it was so quick. And then we can also, as always, put together a last-minute bet. I also have a last call, which is a little bit of swing for the fences in the Braves game because they need a win. But the best bet is Chris Sale under 7.5 strikeouts, minus 114. Marquee matchup, Christian Scott and Chris Sale both 6+ strikeouts. We got our long balls are Jose Ramirez and Jordan Walker. The 750 Club's Cam Schlittler, 10+ strikeouts, and Dustin May, 6+ strikeouts at plus 782. We've got my strikeout parlay is Cam Schlittler, 7+ Ks, Dustin May, 5+ Ks, Joey Cantillo, 5+ Ks at plus 215. Parlay 2 is Freddie Freeman, 2+ hits, runs, RBIs, and Ben Rice, 2+ hits, and RBIs at plus 201. And then we got the Poolside Pat, which we already talked about, Scott Sale, 6 strikeouts, Walker, home run. My last call of the day is a Braves home run parlay. I have got Matt Olson, Ronald Acuna, Michael Harris, all to hit a home run today at plus 4,500. Look, so Olson just hit one earlier today in the first leg of this doubleheader. Harris has been on absolute fire lately, and Acuna, this is only his 2nd game back playing, I think 2nd or 3rd game back since coming off of the IL. The last time he was on the IL and came back, his first game he hit a home run, and then he caught fire like within 7 days of that. So I'm thinking maybe today is that day that sparks the fire. He also really needs to get this offense going because they've lost 2 in a row against the Mets, and they cannot afford to lose this 3rd game against the Mets if they want to keep stride and stay in first place in this division. So that's why I'm going to take a shot in the dark at a plus 4,500 versus this Mets team. They're also facing Scott, who does get Ks, but he also has a tendency to give up some runs. So I think against him they have got a chance today. NXT, if you're still there, did you have a specific bet of yours you wanted to include in a parlay? Because if so, I could put something together including that. If not, I could throw together something real quick. While we're doing that, I'm also just go to the records. I did get a couple wins yesterday. So 32-49, I'm up now 28.88 units on the month. PD King's numbers are slightly wrong, but he's up 7.22 at the moment. Chicks Picks Gins up 5 units. Poolside Pat is not quite as bad as this looks because he did hit his home run parlay yesterday at plus 900, I think it was. So this will come down. Overall, we're still up a decent amount, almost 30 units on the month. If you look down at the bottom, through the month of June, we were up 701 units as a group. So it is all good. Everything we've had a very, very good year so far. This month has probably been the slowest of all of them, but even with that, we're still up units as a group. So if our bad month is winning, I'll take that. Let's see. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna do in honor of PD King, who is bowling tonight, which is why he's not here. I'm gonna go with a PD parlay. I'm gonna go Braves money line, Matt Olson home run. Then we're gonna go Yankees money line, Schlittler for 7 Ks, and then we're gonna go Cards money line. And Jordan Walker 2+ total bases. So we've got, I'll type all this out so you all have this. Is plus 4,034 is what it comes out to. Let me type it up and then post it on the screen. So again, we've got Braves money line. Matt Olson home run. We got Yankees money line. Seven plus Ks, then Cardinals money line, and Jordan Walker 2+ total bases, and plus 4,034. All right, there it is. This is the bet just put together last minute for the big parlay today. I've got Braves money line, Matt Olson home run, Yankees money line, Cam Schlittler 7+ strikeouts, and Cardinals money line and Jordan Walker 2+ bases at plus 4,034. So we need to see when these go through. And I do. Yeah, exactly. We're doing this PD parlay in honor of PD King, who is not here today. To end it out. Like I said, the Braves need a win. Olson just homered earlier today. Yankees have Schlittler on the mound. He should easily get 7 Ks. And Poolside Pat's going to be in Cardinal Stadium, which means they're going to win. And then Jordan Walker, he needs to go deep, so why not 2+ total bases?
And that was and then it's Matt Olson home run, Schlittler 7 strikeouts.
Yep.
Schlittler 7, Olson home run. Why Olson home run?
I mean, he hit home run today, and he usually is pretty streaky. It's the main reason. He hurt homered this morning in the early part of the doubleheader.
All right.
I also have my last call was Olson, Acuna, and Harris all hit a home run in that game at plus 4,500. The Braves need to win because they've lost the first 2 games of this series against the Mets, and they need to stay above the Phillies in this division.
I mean, it's I'm nervous. I'm really nervous. Obviously, I think you must have already gotten to my slide where I did. If
you want to, I can go back to it real quick if you wanted to talk about it.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's just.
I already gave her a bunch of stats, but.
Yeah, for sure. I figured he would. Scott and Sale was kind of like the only real 6-6 kind of matchup I saw. There are a couple of guys that are pitching today that definitely can get to 6, but their counterpart not so much. And I think Scott by himself is only like plus 109, I think. So he's right there just to get 6. So his over under, I imagine, was probably 5.5. And then Chris Sale. I mean, you know him.
So
on Ryan Walker as long as I can, and I'll be in the building, and I really hope he hits it because it's been since July 9th. So it's been only like 15. I think it's been 15 games now. So it's either 15 or 16 games now, and it's been since July 9th.
He is 2 for 3 with a home run versus Boyd, so that you got that going for you.
What's that?
He is 2 for 3. He only has 3 at bats versus Boyd, but he is 2 for 3 with a home run versus him. So
okay, that's fair. I mean, I think what's happened is the Cardinals have turned back into a pumpkin. Oh, there you go. Like to hear that.
You know what's funny about your Chris Sale is we did it again. I took Chris Sale under 8 strikeouts for the best bet, and then you took Chris Sale for the marquee matchup.
Oh,
so we gave ourselves two Ks to work with.
Okay, yeah, we got a little bit of breathing room.
But again, I kind of talked about it. I think his ceiling is 7, not 8, which is why I don't like the line at 8, which is why I took the under. But I do think he can get to 6 or 7.
Yeah. So yeah, no, nothing too crazy. I am nervous to defend what has become my home turf now, but especially because my Cubs fan coworker, will be in the building too. So he's been he was there yesterday, and the Cardinals got thumped.
I'm with you, NXT. If we hit this one today, then I will probably throw a monster bet tomorrow too. I will tell whatever your monster bet with half of my winnings if we hit this.
There we go. Look at you, three Braves.
Yep, I'm going for it. You know what? It happens all the time, and I never think to bet them like that. You know, with a lot of these teams, especially when they score a bunch of runs, it's usually from home runs.
Yeah.
So, like I said, like I kind of said, Matt Olson is getting hot again, and when he gets hot, he has a tendency to hit like 4 in 7 days. Acuna just got back from injury, but the last time he came back from injury, he went deep early, like a first or second day at back, and then he went on a streak for about a week before he got hurt again. And then Harris has just been on absolute fire lately. So
yeah.
I'm taking a shot in the dark. I could have gone Drake Baldwin here too because he's been very good, but these are 3 guys I'm gonna rock with tonight. And worst case, throw a buck on it. Worst case, you lose a buck. Yeah. It's $45. So
I'll be honest. I'm at the point. I'm really happy for it to be August because that's when I kind of like reset for response picks because again response it's like it's at the beginning of every month. But and you wouldn't know it by my record, but I'm not as under as that says, but
I know that because you hit a plus 900 yesterday. That was
I did. Yeah, that's true.
So I kind of had already said that your record's slightly better than what it shows here.
Yeah, it's probably closer to 6 or 7 right now. Maybe
I did go 3-1 with my tabletop.
Like
I have a new strategy I might start putting. I didn't do it today because the odds didn't really get to where I wanted, and I didn't have a boost to use to get it there. But typically when I do strikeouts, I either do like 6, 6, and 5, or 7, 6, and 5, or 7. Lately, it's been 7, 5, and 5. And usually it's obviously the bigger one that costs you the 7 or the 8 strikeouts with some of these guys. So yesterday what I did was I went 7, 5, and 5. I put that parlay, and then on the last call I just took the 2 5s together by themselves and bet them in a separate parlay, and then I had a 25% boost, so I got to like plus 130. Well, the whole parlay hit, which means I hit both bets. But I did it because you never know with these guys who like Schlittler should. I look at this. Look at this spicy 750 club I did today.
Whoa. Wow. All right.
The fact that this got to 782 was amazing to me. So we're rocking Schlittler to run it up to 10Ks and Dustin May for 6. So we got a lot of Cardinals bets going today in honor of you being there. So
probably. I would say a nearly 100% chance it's Dustin May's last start as a Cardinal, and so I'm hoping for 6 on his way out. That'd be magical.
But that is everything. Did you have any other last calls before you head out to go to the game tonight?
No, I guess you know what? I just want to make a couple no bets but predictions. If I do make I have enough to make 2 bets at my regular unit when I'm at the stadium. So if I do think of any, I'll post them. I'll post them on Twitter. I'll throw them in the group me if anybody wants to write it. But no, I think I just want to throw a prediction out there. Yeah, August 3rd is the deadline. Monday? And I think that Lars Nootbaar, Riley O'Brien, I think I'm seeing their guys Dustin May and Ivan Herrera. I think I'm seeing all their last games as Cardinals. So
well, and I need the Braves to make a splash. I don't care which hole they fill. They need either another pitcher, either Skubal or Joe Ryan. Those are the main two guys I think that are kind of being thrown around, depending on what Detroit does with Skubal. Yeah. I don't know why they wouldn't sell now. They'd be idiots not to, but
oh yeah.
Or
I think it's gonna be a crazy deadline.
Or they need to get an outfielder and another infielder with some bats in that lineup. I saw a crazy trade earlier possibility with the Orioles to get Ward and who was it? Ward and Gunnar Henderson from the Orioles. It was wild because it took two of the top 3 prospects from the Braves plus 2 of their pitchers. Look, to be clear, Ward is in the final year of his contract, and Henderson's having a down year for the Orioles, and they're paying him a lot of money. So, like, is it far-fetched to happen? No, but is it likely? No. I think it's more likely that we go try to get a pitcher, we get Joe Ryan, or try to make a big move on Skubal. I know we're going to be fighting against the Dodgers making the move on Skubal, and they might have more capital than we do.
Brewers. Yeah.
I think it's either the Braves or the Dodgers. I don't think anybody else is getting them because the Dodgers are the only team that's going to be able to afford to sign him after this year. Yeah, so it makes the most sense for them, regardless of where he goes. Let's be clear, he's going to end up a Dodger next year. You can book this. Like, there's no shot he doesn't. Yeah. And then everybody's gonna strike in baseball because the Dodgers will be unstoppable.
Yeah, there's not going to be any baseball next year.
But imagine, if you're a Braves fan, imagine you got Chris Sale and Skubal at the top of your pitching lineup in the playoffs. Like, that would be tough for any team to compete, including the Dodgers. But unfortunately, I don't think they'd have the bread to keep them. But I'll take them on a rental for a year, even if we do got to give up what we have to give up to get them.
That's gonna be fun.
But that'll do it for us. We'll let you get going, and I appreciate you hanging out again, NXT and we. I do have bowling tomorrow night, but I'm either going to be on the show, or I will have my picks with a video 100%. Either way.
Sweet.
So no matter what, I will have my picks, and you'll see this mug, whether it's me live or it's my video, tomorrow. If for some reason the boys can't run it and we have to post it, it'll be on X. I'll still have a video out with my picks on X if we end up not doing a show. I think we're going to. I think we'll probably have somebody running a show tomorrow.
Yeah, I should be able to.
Unfortunately, my mother broke her foot, so I have to fill in for her now.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so I don't normally bowl on Thursdays in the summer, but now I'm having to take her place. So.
Jeez. Oh, God bless her.
But that will do it for us. Somehow we actually got to 30 minutes in the show. I thought it was going to be done in 10. So.
Hey.
Shout out to all of you all.
You
watched me talk to myself for a while.
Absolutely. Hey, that's we know we got our people.
That's right. But with that being said, as always, these were the hot tips for the best slips. Y'all have a great day. Chase that bag responsibly, and I will play you.
Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.